Christopher Bell must be one of the most frustrated people on the entire freaking planet because he's finished second 7 times this season. 7. And after every one of them, he has found a way to be professional about it. Sunday at Iowa, that freaking stopped because this one, it was different. It hit different. He wasn't chasing. He was going for it. He had the car. He had the track position. He had 350 laps of evidence that the number 20 car was one of the best cars in the entire race. And when that microphone came out after, Bell didn't do his usual thing. He didn't say that the call on pit road for a last green flag pit cycle that handed a win to his teammate was fine. He didn't say in hindsight it was easy. He answered 2 questions with 1 word each, and both of them landed directly on his crew chief. And here's what makes this genuinely complicated. The crew chief has receipts. Adam Stevens went on the record and walked through his math. And when you actually hear it, it's a dumb call that the internet has decided that it was. And so someone in that building is wrong about how you win a race. And by the end of this video, I think the guy is the person that's no one's blaming, okay? Now, you look at the Iowa race. It all came down to the number 20 in Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs in that number 54, okay? There was a split on the last green flag cycle. Now, Ty Gibbs, he took 2 tires, while Adam Stevens put 4 on his. Now, Gibbs came out ahead of Bell, obviously, and held him off for the rest of the way for the second win of his career, while Bell got runner-up number 7 again. Now, here's the thing. There were 2 stages at Iowa where it was caution-filled. Stevens made a call built for a race that had been throwing yellows all afternoon, thinking, okay, if we go with 4 tires, we're going to have the advantage on Ty Gibbs, even if Ty comes out there ahead of us on pit road. But there's been a lot of cautions, so let's go with the mentality of there's going to be another caution. Either we will stay out, whether we come down and re-rack them, whatever the case may be, we have the advantage. Okay, now Stevens, he explained out of this race that he expected Ryan Blaney to take 4. And once Blaney did, the only car in the race that could clear Bell on 2 tires was Gibbs. Everyone else was taking 2, and they would have come out behind the number 20. Okay. So he didn't hide this either. He said that the 2 tires was a thought. It just wasn't a decision he made. In his words, it was probably a 50-50 call, especially not expecting the race to go fully green. And he can't say 4 was the wrong call. It was just that it was the one that didn't work out. Okay, so that's his mentality. It's a 50-50 on, do we think there's going to be a caution that comes out? And he did. So what did Bell have to say? He felt like they had control of the race, that they were leading laps. They had the pace to go and pass people. They had track position to go and do it, and they didn't do it. Every clause of that sentence is a description of a car that was good enough, which means the sentence is really about the decision. Asked if 2 tires would have worked, he said absolutely. Asked if he was surprised Ty could hold him off on older tires, here's what he had to say. I mean, not surprised. You know, we saw guys stay out all day and we're fine. I took 2 tires at one point, felt fine. I stayed out, felt fine. Asked directly if they should have taken 2 tires, he said, yeah. Okay. Then you have to keep in mind that he had firsthand data all day long that tires didn't matter that much at Iowa. He took 2 tires earlier in the race and felt fine. You have to underscore that. Now, here's the argument nobody wants to make. Bell came out on 4 fresh tires and could not pass a car on 2 tires. Strip the strategy talk away, and that's the sentence you're left with. Ty freaking Gibbs had so much of a grip disadvantage over the closing run. Christopher Bell had the fresher car, and he still couldn't get by him. And keep in mind, this is at a track where he had been the fastest car all day. He removed his own excuse. when he said that he wasn't surprised that Gibbs held him off because guys stayed out all day long and were fine because he took 2 tires at one point and felt fine, he confirmed that the tire situation was small. So where do we all go from here? I can see how Bell is a little pissy at Adam Stevens. And I can see how Adam Stevens is probably going to have an uncomfortable competition meeting today or Monday, whenever the hell they do it. Because you can't go out there and go, okay, we've done the 2-tire thing before, and we know that there's probably going to be another caution, but we're still going to go ahead and put 4 tires on there. And then you have Ty Gibbs and his crew chief going, all right, we think the same thing, so we're just going to take 2. I can see how Bell, a guy that's finished second 7 times this year, is a little pissy at that call. Now, truth be told, if I'm in that position and I know I have a green flag run in front of me, I'm not worrying about the caution. I'm going to go ahead and put 4 tires on that number 20. Even if you already in the race had put 2 tires and it worked out fine, and tires and tire wear wasn't that big of a situation, outside of I don't know, 15 laps, I want to put 4 tires on my car every single time. And I like my odds a hell of a lot better if I have 4 fresh tires compared to 2 and have, several laps to go. And I have Christopher Bell, who's a more experienced, more veteran, and a more pissed off driver than Ty Gibbs, who can't make a press conference last 7 minutes. Because Bell's more talented. Or at least I do. Ty Gibbs is very, very good, but I think Bell's more overall raw talented of a driver. But I like my odds with 4 tires, with the fastest car on the track, with a pissed off and motivated and frustrated Christopher Bell going and trying to beat Ty Gibbs. I like my odds. So in this situation, I'm siding with Adam Stevens. I think he made the right call. And I think Bell is frustrated. And I think Bell wants to win. And I think Bell has every right to want to win. And he should. 7 runner-up spots is insane. It's insane. But yeah, I get both sides, but I would side with Stevens on this one. I would like to know what you guys have to say down in the comments area below. Are you on Team Bell? Or are you on Team Stevens? All right. Let me know down in the comments area below, and I will see y'all in the next video.